This is just gonna be a quick little video outlining my top 4 NA teams that'll I think will make majors. At least one of them right now in this like little split thing. First is G2. That's just obvious. G2. I should start with honorable mentions, but I'm not going to. I'll leave those for at the end. My number one team is G2. My favorite team, I should say. So maybe you can call me biased. I don't care. I don't care what you call me. Alright, G2 is number one. Beast Mode, Daniel, and Atomic are just goats. They're great. Okay, and yes, they lost to Oxygen, but it was an off-season tournament. So we bound to things that they have to work on. Sathy's probably got them working on some stuff right now, you know what I'm saying? And they'll be golden. Golden. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. G2 makes both majors. And you know what? I think they're shooing. I think they're not. I mean, they're shooting for the world championship definitely, and they're definitely a top 2 contender there. Top 3 contender there. I think G2 can win world champion, but that's not what we're talking about. Majors. Anyway, number 2 is Gen G. Obviously, G2 and Gen G are the top 2 in NA. You can interchange them, sure. You can put Gen G at top 1 if you really want to. G2 number 2, but for me it's G2 1, Gen G 2, First Killer, Chronic, and apparently Jack. That's one hell of a fucking team. I don't know why I just cursed, but that's one absolute unit of a team. Unit. Alright? My god. I mean, First Killer, that's all you have to know. First Killer. He's First Killer. Apparently Jack, Chronic are just 2 of the best players I've ever seen, and what they did coming in to RLCS last season is just crazy. I mean they took NA by storm and just absolutely destroyed pretty much everyone. But, yeah. Number 3 is Dignitas. I think Dignitas, they looked really good during the off-season tournaments. Sure, in quals they didn't look rusty or looked anything like that, but they lost a game to Turbo's Cheeks. I don't know much else, but I mean they were pretty damn good. They were dominating a lot of their games, but that's just how they were. Arsenal, Evo, and Gyro, bro, oh my god, they're such a good team. Some of the plays they were doing was just, how do you think of it? How do you come up with it? Geniuses, I tell you. I think they can definitely make a major. This major, like, crisp. Number 4, after heavy deliberation. See, I wanted to put like an OG or because of how invested I am in them now after that first RLCS NA qual, because god, they were just a tight game against leftovers, and I was really rooting for OG, and they came through. And now I'm like really invested in them and want to say they'll make a major, which I might. I mean, I definitely think they're in. I mean, this 4th spot is very contested. There's a lot of teams vying for these spots, everything like that, and with Gen G and G2 almost guaranteed to take 2 of the spots. It's just the 3 and 4 spot really is just up for grabs to like any of the teams, any of the 16 teams or top 8 teams. But I think number 4, we highly contested. It can go any way, honestly, to any team, and I want to say Space Station or OG. One of those 2 takes a spot, but if I had to pick one because it's one of my top 4 definitive list, I think I'll say OG. Not saying I hate Space Station, but like, just because of how invested I am in OG at this point now, after that first qual, and just with the stress that I was put through in their games. It was just because the first game they lost to TSM. They lost to TSM. Heartbreaking for me, at least, and my friend watching Blaze. We were so wanting them to win the upper bracket, and then when they get sent down to the lowers, when I tell you we got scared, we were scared because every team in the lower bracket sure is in the lower bracket, but they got there for a reason. And we were nervous for OG, and they won. They pulled through against leftovers in some very tight overtimes, and JNaps is oh my god, JNaps is a goat, dude. One of my favorite pros ever. I think he is my favorite pro, but I think I'll put OG as number 4 just because how invested I am in them right now. Nothing against Space Station, because Space Station's a goat of a team. They're a unit as well. I love Chicago, but I need to put OG there. It's because of their performance and how they, I'm so invested. But yeah, that is my list of my top 4 NA teams. I might do one for EU, and then my top teams for OC and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm only really invested in NA right now. My favorite team in EU, Team Liquid, left. So I don't really. I mean, it's Vitality, but it'd be nice to see them still dominate, but anyway, that is my top 4 NA teams that I think are going to make the major. And I'll have so you don't get confused. I'll actually have 1, 2, 3, and 4 as they pop up until I talk about them, so you'll know. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts, tell me. I'll talk to you about them in the comments and stuff like that. So anyway, I'll see you next video.